Hey guys, Contact Older 46 here. Welcome back to part 23, the hopefully final part of Let's Play Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. So, I unfortunately died once before getting here, but I managed to take advantage of the magic jars outside of this room, and now I have full health and magic, so I'm gonna use up a shield real quick, and now I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good about this, so let's hopefully do this and do it right. So yeah, I realize one thing I should be paying attention to a little bit more is where the projectiles are going. So yeah, let's be mindful about those, because obviously hitting those means death. And he's spraying him like crazy now, but you know what? We might have a chance. Oh boy, whoa, wow, okay. And we did it! Okay, we got him! That boss is dead. 1,000 points, wow. So we should be able to go through this locked door up ahead. I guess they're supposed to be. We got a key, what the heck? I guess that was just for ceremonial purposes. But anyway, the real final boss should be in this room. This old man that looks like Yoda beckons us with the Triforce, but the room goes dark, and then Link's shadow pops out. Alright, so if you die here, I think you have to start over and fight the other boss too. But you can be cheap and just use this corner crouch technique. So this enemy has the same attacks as Link, as you would assume. I mean, it is Link's shadow. Just a totally dark version of Link. And this is the first appearance of Dark Link. So yeah. Anyway, he's dead. So we did it. That was the final boss. Just a little bit of a surprise. Not too hard. Like I said, easier than the Thunderbird. But yeah, we did it. This old man's giving us the Triforce of Courage. And now Link has a Triforce. Let's see this. Boom. Uses the magic of the Triforce and she wakes up. You saved Hyrule, and you are a real hero. Nice. So we use the power of gods to wake someone up. That's the story. And yeah, that's a nice little end right there. Anyway, I'm pretty sure now it's just credits. Yep. Also, I kind of like how you can see the curtains are like unloading from the right to the left, and they didn't fully unload right there. Anyway, staff, executive producer. Strangely enough, I don't think you'll see Shigeru Miyamoto and the other, like, you know, main Nintendo guys here. But yeah, so yeah, that's Zelda 2. These just gonna have credits now for the rest of this time. So yeah, we finally got through that, and I'm surprised. This was my first take after the last one, and I managed to do it. I was honestly expecting me to do like 4 more takes, but hey, we did it. And on the first attempt too, we didn't even die on the Thunderbird, which is pretty cool. But is it called a Thunderbird now? I'm actually kind of wondering. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But yeah, so yeah, there's that. We saw the story finally come to a close. It's actually the first time you see all 3 Triforces in a Zelda game. Like I mentioned before in a previous episode, despite it being called the... Oh, here, this is my favorite part actually. Thanks a million. Push start to replay. But yeah, that Triforce is like the first time you see it. But anyway, so yeah, that's basically like the first time you see it, because in the last game there was only 2 pieces. There's just, like I said, wisdom and power, and now there's courage. And now we get this iconic Triforce symbolism that is, you know, famous amongst all Zelda fans, or even non-Zelda fans. Anyone just knows about Zelda and just knows about the Triforce. But anyway, so yeah, it says, thanks a million, push start to replay. And I really like this. Why? Because, well, I mean, I think this is probably the only credit screen that I've ever seen where it just says thanks a million, period. Now, of course, you'll play a Mario game, and at the end it'll be like, thank you so much for playing my game. That's a bad Mario impression, but then again, I wasn't trying to do one. But yeah, here's just like, oh, thanks a million. And yeah, these guys should be thankful. This game was hard as hell. Honestly, when I was a kid, and I played this game, I didn't even want to get to the first palace. So, like, when I did, it was just so hard for me. I mean, granted, every game was hard for me back then. And I felt like it was a huge thing once I finally beat the first palace, but then I couldn't get past Death Mountain. And it took me 4 years before I picked this game up again to play it again. And, you know what? I'm kind of glad I did. It's definitely not my favorite Zelda game. I mean, I don't know, if this was like a top 10, and like, I'm pretty sure, even though I haven't played the other Zelda games, like the handheld ones, I'm pretty sure I'd like those more than this one, but it's still a fun game. Like, it's a fun challenge more than a fun game, you know what I mean? But anyway, push start to replay. Actually, this is kind of nice because old games, like I mentioned before in the Zelda Majora's Mask one, they're kind of notorious for just leaving you there at the... Wait, hold up. Wow, okay, I didn't realize that it did that cut. For some reason, like I said before in the beginning of this Let's Play, saving makes a random cut appear. But anyway, what I was just basically saying is that in the Majora's Mask video, I mentioned how old games notoriously just left you on the end of the credit screen that says the end, just like Majora's Mask did. Like Ocarina of Time did that, other games did that, I think like Mega Man did that, and all these old games. But this one actually is cool. Like, you press start and it takes you back to the screen. So like, yeah, it's cool. But anyway, when we start this again, you'll see that next to our little Link doll there's a little Triforce thing, or just a triangle, but I'm pretty sure that's a Triforce. And you'll see that we took 26 games, which means that's how many game overs we got. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it means. But what this is basically like, I think it's called New Game Plus. What it is that when you start the game, you'll have all your magic spells, and you'll be at whatever level you left off at. So we basically start the game on easy mode now. We have full attack level like 8, life level 8, magic level 8, and all the spells is just, you know, like, of course we don't have all the heart containers, but I mean, that's nothing. I mean, look, remember these bats like took 2 hits? They're easy now. I mean, heck, we can just jump. We actually have the up and down thrust too. So yeah, like I said, it's just basically like playing the game on easy mode because you have maxed out all your levels and all the skills already. So yeah, you know, if you really wanted to be a punk to these guys, I actually don't even know if we have enough. Okay, we do. Barely enough magic. Use up our whole magic meter, but we managed to use thunder and kill everything. But yeah, as you can suspect, because we have all the magic spells, if we were to go to a village, actually, that's not a good one to go to because we'll need to get the Goria statue again. And, not the Goria statue. Actually, do we still have the candle? I'm pretty sure you still have to unlock the items. Yeah, okay, this is a dark room again. Man, it's been forever since I've seen that. But anyway, let's just go to the other village so I don't have to annoyingly do a little fetch quest. This one you can just walk up to the old man and he'll give you the thing. Anyway, think one of these should have the health lady. There she is. There. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't need the health lady. What am I thinking? What I needed was the magic lady. Well, is she in here? No, but anyway, if we go in here, she's just gonna be like, talk with my father or uncle, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's her father. What does she say? We never actually looked at what she said. Each town has a wise man. Learn from him. So yeah, I finally saw what she said at the end of the Let's Play. But anyway, if you go here, he'll just simply say, I cannot help you anymore. Go now. Because, I mean, we already learned his magic spell, which I think this one was shield, right? Yeah, this one was shield, and the other one was jump. But anyway, yeah, so, this is cool, right? New Game Plus. You still see stuff like this in other Zelda games. Well, hold up, you can talk to this kid? Get candle in Parappa Palace. Go west. Alright, thank you. I mean, we knew that now. And that's something that we would have found out anyway, eventually. But yeah, I think some new Zelda games still do this, right? Like, the new game. I think, like Skyward Sword had the hero mode. Is there just no magic restoration person here? That's a bummer. I honestly I really could use some magic. But anyway, not that matters. I mean, we played through this, and yeah, okay, we don't have the hammer obviously, because that's like an item, not a skill. But yeah, that's basically all this game has to offer. Might as well get that. I mean, holy crap, that did like no damage at all. We'd have to get hit quite a few times by that guy before we die. So, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna replay this whole game. I'm just kind of messing around right now. So, I kind of already gave my final thoughts about this, about how it's just kind of like a fun challenge rather than a fun game. But you know what? You know, yeah, like I said earlier, when I was a kid, this game was just so hard that I hated it. I didn't want to play it, and I don't hate it, but like I said, it's definitely not one of my favorite games. It's just you know, regular old Zelda 2, and it's very interesting though. Like, I gotta admire the concept though. Like, this was very different from the first game. The first game was an overhead style game, and you would go, hey look, it's error again. Anyway, you would just go around like kind of like how any other overhead Zelda game is. But this one totally breaks that formula. Like, it's a side scroller, and to this day it has remained the only side scroller in a Zelda game, which is pretty cool. It's also like the only game where Link actually like jumps. Before, Link would have to auto jump by running off, or I guess you would have to auto jump, like not before but later, and until Breath of the Wild when they removed that feature, and then you can jump again. But yeah, this is also the first game that introduces magic, and I really like the way it is in this game. In the newer games, it's kind of used for different purposes, like, you know, having magic arrows like fire arrows and ice arrows and whatnot, or like having you know, like what else do we use it for? Like Din's Fire in Ocarina of Time, or in like Wind Waker we use it for, you know, like Deku Leaf and all that. But here we kind of like actually cast spells, like, you know, typical magic is in you know, mythology and whatnot. So I think that's pretty neat. I mean, I guess Din's Fire and Nairu's Love and Flora's Wind and Ocarina of Time are basically like magic spells. But the rest are just kind of like using magic to like upgrade your weapons, or to just use a certain item, you know? But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. You cast a spell that will make you, like, you know, take less damage, or, you know, regain your health, or kill all the enemies. So, you know, but yeah, you know, I gotta admit, it was kind of interesting to see this. Also, the whole level up thing. This is like the only time this is in the game. I mean, I guess you can call it leveling up when you get like another heart container, and you upgrade your weapons to be stronger, so like you take less damage. Or yeah, and like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, you can like go to a Great Fairy and take less damage. But that's not like leveling up, that's just like a simple upgrade. But here you actually level up, which is very interesting. This is like kind of like a typical RPG style of leveling up. You know, kill enemies, get points, and then enough points levels you up. But yeah, this is the only time this has been in a Zelda game too, which is, you know, honestly, that style is honestly very similar to Super Paper Mario, honestly, like a side scroller, and you like you defeat enemies, and you get points, and when you get enough points you level up. Honestly, that's very much like Super Paper Mario. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you did, then, you know, I appreciate that. You know, I'm glad that I could make someone enjoy this anyway. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm trying, you know. I'm still new at this, and of course there's still a lot for me to learn and still a lot for me to do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. It's just, you know, old Zelda, Zelda 2 on the NES. I figured I'd try an older game. So yeah, with that said, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see what I see what I make in the future. Who knows? It might actually be something else other than a Zelda Let's Play. Or a Let's Play in general. But yeah, I guess without further things to say, then yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.